Now that we're finished with our background, we're going to start making our guitar and our piano keys. Make sure to put your name and teacher code on the back. Flip your paper over and use your stencil. Put it diagonally across your small sheet of white paper. Carefully trace with a Sharpie. Hold on really tight when you get those small areas. And I like to have my handle kind of pointing towards the right. Next, you're going to take a ruler and just trace the outside of it to get the shape of your piano. You can do this on one side or both sides. For time purposes, I'll just do one. You'll want to switch to pencil for the next steps. Start by adding the area where the strings will be attached. So just kind of a rounded rectangle at the bottom. Then you're going to want to sort of mimic the shape of your guitar. This can be larger or smaller depending on your choice. And you're going to want to add a couple knobs because we're doing a rack guitar. And some knobs up here. Keep them close to your guitar. Don't make them too tiny because you will have to cut them out. That's where your strings are going to attach. And do 3 to 4 strings. I just chose to do 3. I did not do a formal instrument. You may use a ruler for this portion. It's okay if your strings aren't perfect because we are cutting this out. Same thing for your piano keys. Try to evenly divide your keys. And if you'd like to use a ruler here, you can as well. When you love all your lines, go ahead and grab a Sharpie and start tracing all those lines. The only areas you should maybe consider coloring in are your knobs here and your knobs on the handle of the guitar up here. And then also on your piano keys. So there's a bit of a pattern on piano keys. Once again, if this is not absolutely accurate, it's okay because we're going to cut it. So you have 2 keys together with a small rectangle. You color in. Do a nicer job coloring in than myself. You skip 1 and then you do 3 keys. Skip 1, 2 keys. Skip 1, 3 keys, and so on. And then you color them in nice and dark. So go ahead and trace all of your lines. Once you have all your lines traced, you want to go ahead and grab a few of your favorite colors, maybe ones that are different from your background so that it stands out. And you're also going to color very, very dark on your guitar. So you're pushing down very, very hard. No white spaces here either. I would leave my piano keys white. However, if you choose to do differently, you may. Once you're 100% done coloring, then start cutting. I have not finished just due to example and time purposes. So remember, this hand does the moving, the other hand does the cutting. Try not to cut off your black line. So carefully, carefully cut, especially when you get to this area right here. Go really slow so you keep that nice shape. Once you have everything cut out, you're going to snip it into maybe 3 or 4 shapes. Not too many cuts. You don't want itty bitty pieces. So these are only 4 cuts, and they don't have to be straight. They can be at kind of an angle. Makes it more interesting. Then, using very small amounts of glue, very small, so just small dots or skinny, skinny lines around the edge, you're going to place your pieces of your guitar and your piano keys around your picture. You may want to consider arranging your pieces before you glue. Also go back and gently pat them down. Even consider flipping your paper over and rubbing the back to get everything nice and flat pressed down. A little bit of overlap is okay too. So if you notice, my guitar is on top of my keys here. So if you run out of space, that is okay. Make it work.